overhead view of the E-10 Hetzer Entwicklungsfahrzeug E-10. The E-series program was conceived by Oberbaronikop, civilian head of automotive design, in Wahlproof 6 in May 1942 and authorized as a project in April 1943. Contracts for the smallest Panzer in the series, the E-10, were awarded to the Klockner Humboldt Deutsche Maschinenwerk in Ulm. The E-10 was primarily developed as a Panzer chassis to test new components, especially engines, transmissions, and suspensions. Many parts were to be shared by the E-10 and the E-25. According to Oberst Holzhauer, head of Wahlproof 6, the reason for converting to rear drive was to compensate for a heavy frontal armor. This is the front. So this is the heavy frontal armor, the E-10, rear of the E-10, side plate of the E-10, interleave road wheel system, rear drive sprocket, and the frontal armor plate is in there, that area. Majira's drawing shows the E-10 outfitted with a 7.5 centimeter Pak 39 L48. The type of weapon for series production was still unsettled in January 1945, but was to be based on the most modern weapon available. Armor protection was to consist of a 60mm thick glassy plate sloped at 60 degrees. So again, that's there, 60 degrees on this. And this is what would be the Hetzer, but as this was a paper Panzer, the CKD Panzer 38T's variant form is what got the term Hetzer. Armor protection was to consist of a 60mm thick glassy plate sloped at 60 degrees from vertical, 30mm lower hull front at 60 degrees, 20mm sides at 10 degrees, 20mm upper hull rear at 15 degrees, 20mm lower hull rear at 33 degrees, and 10mm deck and belly plates. The hull rear was hinged and could be unbolted to remove and replace the entire drivetrain, including engine, within a few hours. So this is very practical. Could disassemble this item on the field. The Maybach V12HL 100 engine, rated at 400 metric horsepower, was to be installed in the Versuchsfahrgestell. Maybach was adding fuel injectors and improving cooling to create the HL101, rated at 550 horsepower at 3,800 repetitions per minute for series production. With this powerful engine, the E-10 was to be especially suitable for employment as a Hetzer against the new fast enemy Hellcat tank. So this would have squared off with the Hellcat, another tank destroyer. Can only imagine. And this thing mounting a 75mm. 4 large 1,000mm diameter rubber cushioned steel tired road wheels were to overlap to reduce the track ground contact length to 2.55 meters, which combined with the wheelbase of 2.46 meters provided optimum steering ratio of 1.04. The E-10 was unique in having an auxiliary drive coupled to the suspension in order to lower and raise the vehicle. Ground pressure was exceptionally low due to 400mm wide tracks. It's a pretty neat piece. Overall length was 7.5. Overall length with the 7.5 centimeter Pak 39 L48 gun was 6.91 meters. Chassis length 5.35 meters. Overall width 2.86 meters, and overall height to top off of air louvers 1.76 meters. According to Niekampf in post-war interrogations, the drawing for the E-10 were completed in the summer of 1944 and contracts given to Magirus to complete 3 trial vehicles. The 3 hulls were being made in Silesia, but were not finished when the Russians arrived. So apparently, perhaps 3 hulls of these were built, and who knows where they are today. And that has been an E-10 Hetzer production.